Hello everyone, let's provide a solution given this math problem. Let's solve for x and y. Given that x plus y is equal to 10, we can call this as equation 1, and xy is equal to 125. Let's call this equation 2. Now, let's make x the subject of the formula. We have that x plus y, this is equal to 10, okay? So we can make x the subject of the formula in this case. We'll have 10 subtract y, and this is equation 3, okay? Now, let's substitute the value of x in equation 2, so that we're going to have 10 minus y multiplied by y, this is equal to 125, okay? So 10 times y, this is 10y, subtract y times y, this is y squared, which is equal to 125, okay? So if we rearrange this is the same thing as negative y squared plus 10y. We take 25 on the left hand, 125 on the left hand side, so that we have 125, negative 125, this is equal to 0, okay? So we can multiply by, let's multiply by negative 1. So this is negative 1 times negative, this is y squared, subtract, because it's negative times positive 10y, so it's negative 10y, then negative 1 times negative 125, this is plus 125, this is equal to 0. And this is a quadratic equation, which is in the form of ay squared, okay, plus by plus c, this is equal to 0, whereby a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 10, and c is equal to 125, okay? Now from what we have here, find that to solve for the value of y, we apply the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, now from what we have here, let's substitute. This is negative 10, that is the value of b, which is negative 10, plus or minus the square root of b squared, this is negative 10 squared, which is 100, subtract 4, multiplying by 1, multiplying by c, which is 125, divide everything by 2 times a, which is 1, okay? Now from what we have here, we have negative times negative 10, this is equal to 10, plus or minus the square root of, now this is 100, subtract 4 times 1 times 125, this is the same thing as 500, divide everything by 2, okay? So here we have 10 plus or minus the square root of negative 400, okay? Divide everything by 2, okay? So this is the same thing as 10 plus or minus, now negative 400 can be expressed as 4 multiplied by 100 multiplied by negative 1, divide everything by 2, okay? And this is equal to 10 plus or minus, now we have the square root of 4, this is 2, multiplied by square root of 100, which is 10, multiplied by square root of negative 1, which is I, okay? Divide everything by 2, okay? So from what we have here, this is the same thing as 10 divided by 2, this is 5, plus or minus, now this is 2 times 10, which is 20. If you just simplify here, this is the same thing as 10i, okay? So we have two values, actually, we have two values of x, okay? We have two values of x, okay? Now from what we have here, we have 5 plus or minus 10i, so that means that we have two values of y, okay? So that y1 is equal to 5, okay, plus 10i, and we have y2, this is equal to 5 subtract 10i, okay? So let's solve for the value of x1 and x2. So given y1 is equal to 5 plus 10i. Let's solve for x1. So x1 is equal to 10 subtract y1. Okay, so this is the same thing as 10 subtract, this is 5 plus 10i. Okay, so this is the same thing as 10 subtract, this is 5. Okay, negative times positive, this is negative 10i. Okay, so that here this is 10 minus 5, this is 5 minus 10i. Okay, so this is the value of x. So that's x1. So that means that x1, y1, this is equal to 5 plus 10i, comma, 5 minus 10i. Okay, that is x1, y1. Okay, now let's solve for x2. So x2 is given as 10 subtract y2. And what is y2? y2 is equal to 5 minus 10i. Okay, so if we substitute this is the same thing as 10 subtract 5, negative times negative 10i, this is the same thing as plus 10i. Okay, so this is equal to 10 minus 5, this is 5 plus 10i. So this is the value of x2. So x2 comma y2, this is given as 5 plus 10i, comma, y2, okay, which is 5 minus 10i. Okay, so we have x1, y1 as 5 plus 10i, 5 minus 10i, and then we have x2, y2 is equal to 5 plus 10i, comma, 5 minus 10i. And these are the solutions for our math problem. So thank you for watching. Follow the steps, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thank you.